Well, we are back again, and we are now chatting with another Take Two Quick Review. We hope you guys are enjoying these. Thanks for jumping onto our YouTube channel. This is brand new. We've rebranded. We've got some new things happening. Accompanying our podcast and all of our thick reviews that we give you there, gonna throw you a couple of quick thoughts over here on YouTube, amongst other things. Stick around, subscribe to our channel. We're gonna have some interviews coming out, some fun little nichey things, along with these little reviews that we're gonna kind of throw you guys just to keep things moving. And I know you guys want to see my face, what I look like in the real life. StarGirl is what we're talking about today. Our full review from both myself and Tony is available now on episode 201. So if you want the in-depth thoughts of both myself and Tone, jump over to that, download that podcast at all of your podcasting platforms. It is available. Feel free to jump on that there. Today, you're just going to get mine. I would love to hear yours, though. At Take Two Podcast for Twitter, 434-602-1931. That is our phone number. I don't know why I'm holding a pen. This is kind of weird. Anyway, it's like I'm telling you what to do. What you should do, watch StarGirl. It's on the CW app. You can watch it there. You can binge it there. And it's also on your DC app for however much longer we have that app. I don't think much longer. It might be dissolving now that we have the HBO Max and CW and what have you. And what content do they have to add to it? Either way, I watched it on the DC app because two reasons. A, it might be gone, and I'd like to watch things while I have it. B, there was added scenes that needed to be edited out for commercialization for CW. And for time, they have to keep that thing under a 48-minute runtime so that they can put the commercials in for CW. It might be 43 minutes. Either way, with the DC app, you get a couple of additional scenes. I watched the pilot on CW, and then I watched the pilot again on the DC app, and it's better. And you see a couple of scenes that filter it in. DC has a funny way of cutting out scenes from their products that actually make a film make sense. BVS. I digress. So, StarGirl. I liked it. It was fine. It was not mind-blowing. It was a summer show, a placeholder to get us through the summer season. Remember, this was planned before COVID hit and shut down the industry, let alone our country and what have you. So they had planned on this coming out in this time slot to hold us over throughout the summer until we get back to the fall to get back to the Arrowverse. So it's great because this is a very spin-off. They didn't need to connect to the Arrowverse at all. They didn't need to have their storylines intermingle. They could just do their own thing, and I think that's what was great about StarGirl. They did their own thing, and you had a litany of brand new characters. They referenced one or two you might be familiar with just as a regular comic reader person, but overall, these are a lot of characters that nobody knows or heard of, or unless you're a hardcore comic reader. And for those of you screaming out at me right now because you are, awesome. I would love to hear your thoughts, especially on if you like the show or not. Brett Basinger plays StarGirl, and she does a solid job. I will say, early on, I was thinking, all right, the acting is fine, but, can we get better? It did. By the end of it, I was really loving her in the character. I was loving her in the dual role. I want to see more split going forward. This is me coming from, I'm a Clark Kent Superman type of guy. I want to see two different people here as your alter ego, if you will, to a degree, because we weren't really hiding that. It was just she put on a mask, and that's what's hiding it. Let's get better at that in the second season. But again, this is an origin story. Luke Wilson, I wasn't sure at first. I was like, all right, he's playing this like really chill, really subtle. But then it turns out that that worked. That for this character worked. He needed to be that dude. He needed to be like kind of, I'm just going to hang out and be all right, because if I get overreactive about things, it's going to be weird. Also, he's been down here before. He's done it. He's seen all the bells and whistles. He's fought major bad guys. That's my dog snoring in the background. You're welcome. With that, his character then kind of drives the show in like, all right, let's keep a level head, folks. We've got people learning. We've got evil villains. If we keep a level path here, that's what his job does well. His job does well. That's what Luke Wilson does well with his character. I really enjoy it. Fun seeing Amy Smart. It was really cool. It was weird. It was like instantly you see Amy Smart, it's like instantly takes me back to Road Trip. I was like, wow, that's cool. She's done so much other great things since then. But it was cool to see her back. She looks great, even though she's obviously aged. And I thought it was going to be like a quick, like when we saw her in the pilot, it was like, is this it for Amy Smart, or do we get more Amy? No, she's throughout. Character's very involved and will be going forward. So that's awesome. Awesome to have two A-listers in Luke Wilson and Amy Smart involved in this project. The characters, like I started with, these are all new, so you can just invest in these brand new characters, kind of what DC was doing with Doom Patrol, kind of what Marvel got away with the litany of their characters that created the MCU. This is nice for them because they don't your feet aren't held to a flame of, well, this is the standard for Stargirl. Nah, we can kind of go down a road here with this, you know? And I think that's what we can appreciate from this, is just sit back, don't judge it because, well, I read in the comics Stargirl did this. Sure, that could have happened, but for the most part, for most people, you can just sit back and be told a story. And that's what's fun about this. I'm looking forward to season 2. The villains in season 1 were good. There's a few episodes in there where it got Freak of the Weeky, but not too much because then, they carried on. We didn't just kill them off each episode, a la Smallville did season 1. My favorite of the villains were the sports couple. I don't know why. I think maybe, just being a sportsy guy, I thought they were hilarious. The mom and dad run a gym, all about sports, all about competition, and then of course their evil villain alter egos are the exact same way. Very competitive, using sports things. It reminded me of that Wayne Gretzky, Michael Jordan, Bo Jackson cartoon, where all of a sudden he would click his heels and he'd have ice skates and then a stick and then he'd hit it. People, that's a deep cut, if anybody remembers that cartoon. Anyway, Stargirl. Wow, we're at 6 minutes. Stargirl is good. It's fun. I'm looking forward to next year. We're not out on it. There's not a lot of hate coming from us on this one. You want a full review of myself and Tony? Jump over to episode 201 of our podcast. For now, until then, check out Stargirl on the DC app and the CW app. I'm Brian with a Take 2 quick review. See you.